Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're looking at the Gladiatorial Walker. So, the Zip Motor Concepts Gladiatorial Walker was a personal bipedal walker vehicle used for gladiatorial combat. This is an interesting take on a lot of the walkers that we had gotten here in our West End Games series. So, the design of the all terrain scout transport and all terrain personal transport blueprints, each walker boasted shields and light blaster cannon. The Security Tech made a similar design. They were equipped with an emergency shutdown system which would cut power if an occupant was in danger of being injured. So that's pretty much all we get here from Wikipedia. Now, most notably, I get this from the Gallium's Fantastic Technology from the Old West End Games books. We also have Galaxy Guide 2, Yavin, and Bespin Second Edition. Again, that is going to be from West End Games. Now, the first appearance that I see here is Arms and Equipment Guide Extras for Wizards of the Coast. Um, and that would be for the D20 system. So it's typically when we see the walkers, it's usually for the Empire. George Lucas had brought them into the Old Republic during the Clone Wars, and it just kind of furthers the human fascination for robots and everything else. And it is an interesting take. So we'll take a look over on our stats here for our D6 system. Okay, so looking at what we have here, the Zip Motor Concepts Gladiatorial Walker. It's a recreational light combat walker. It is speeder scale. It's roughly about 3 meters tall. Has only the crew of one, with a cargo capacity of 40 kilograms. Now this is going to give a full coverage, and as you can see, the pilot is sitting down inside a nice cockpit, so they're fairly well protected. Let's see, we do have um, the cost. Brand new is going to be about 40,000 credits. Used, it's going to be about 24,000 credits. Has a maneuverability of 1D plus 2, and we can go about 55 kilometers an hour. Our body strength is going to be a 2D for the main body, 4D for the right arm shield plate. Um, in a lot of regards, I kind of take it as though kind of like a jousting in a way, but it does have a light laser cannon on here. So has a fire control of 1D and a damage of 3D plus 2. There is a note: vehicle failsafe if onboard computer monitoring occupant identifies what it believes to be an imminent threat to the safety of the occupant. An automatic system-wide shutdown is activated. All right, so this has an availability of 3F, which came in later on. Now, I would have to re-go through some of the uh, systems here to remember exactly what that means. I believe F was kind of a non-restricted for, you had different ratings. Could you buy it on the open market, not buy it on the open market? Was it going to be then something brought in on the black market? That's where I'm kind of going with this. So if it makes sense to you in that regard, it is just one of those things of, even in today's modern day and age, you may be able to go and get permits to do and purchase certain things or whatever, but most people aren't going to be able to buy certain things. Let's just say that you may be able to buy a tank to restore it for a museum or something like that. But as far as like upgrading anything on the cannon and that, you may need certain permits or whatever to actually do any work on that. You might be able to get the chassis up and running, but the tank cannon itself might be highly regulated as to what you can and can't purchase to refit that if you wanted to. So, um, and seeing that I don't go after tanks myself, anybody that does have that knowledge could probably correct me where I'm wrong on that. But I think that that's a good analogy of that. So, all right. But that is our walker for the day, our vehicle for the day, and it's an interesting thing to be able to say, hey, yeah, here's something that we could have for just personal purposes, and we'll just go from there. So, with that, thank you so very much for joining me. It's always wonderful having you here. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.